By 1235 AD, the Empire of Mali was established in Western Africa and became one of the most powerful and wealthiest empires in history. The rulers of Mali took on the title of Mansa, which is a Mandinka word meaning sultan, king, or emperor. Now, the ninth emperor and ruler of the Empire of Mali was Mansa Abubakari II, who came to power in 1310 AD. Mansa Abubakari II was an avid traveler and established a non-militant style of rule over the empire. Mansa Abubakari II had an insatiable desire for knowledge and wanted to travel west from the coast of Africa across the Atlantic Ocean to discover new lands for the Mali Empire. He was a strong leader and a man of conviction and vision. The king commanded for the men of the empire to construct a series of large fleets of boats suitable for a long-distance voyage. He created crews of sailors, merchants, scholars, builders, artists, and soldiers to travel west in the direction of the Americas. In total, a fleet of 200 boats set sail across the ocean for the new lands. After a time, one boat of Malians returned on its own and informed the king that they had lost contact with the rest of the fleet. Mansa Abubakari II was a brave leader and decided to abdicate his throne so he could lead a second and larger fleet of ships himself. He placed in power the great Mansa Musa as the new ruler of Mali and set sail with a huge new fleet in 1311 AD. It's worth noting that just over 181 years later, an Italian explorer named Christopher Columbus would attempt a similar voyage toward the Americas, this time sailing from the European country of Spain. When Columbus reached the Americas, he was informed by the Native American tribes of the following: black-skinned people have already come from the southeast in boats trading in gold-tipped spears, which they call guanine. Christopher Columbus decided to verify what the Native Americans had told him about the African presence. He sent the spear points to the King and Queen of Spain, which were found to have 32 parts, 18 of gold, 6 of silver, and 8 of copper. It was found that the ratio of properties of gold, copper, and silver alloy were identical to the spears forged in Western Africa. Later, in 1513 AD, a Spanish explorer named Vasco Núñez de Balboa also traveled to the Americas. He journeyed to the area, which is now modern-day Panama, and was also informed by the Native Americans that Africans were already present in the region and lived in the mountains, and that they had been there for some time now. After Mansa Abubakari II had set sail, the new king, Mansa Musa, became the ruler of Mali and eventually the wealthiest king in the world due to his control over the gold trade. Mansa Musa would also travel, but this king traveled eastward to Mecca in Arabia on the Islamic holy pilgrimage named Hajj. When Mansa Musa arrived in Mecca, he met with the Arab historian and scholar Shihab al-Umari. Shihab al-Umari quotes Mansa Musa as stating the following concerning Abubakari II. The ruler who preceded me did not believe that it was impossible to reach the extremity of the ocean that encircles the earth, and wanted to reach that end and obstinately persisted in the design. So he equipped 200 boats full of men, full of gold, water, and victuals sufficient enough for several years. He ordered the admiral not to return until they had reached the extremity of the ocean, or if they had exhausted the provisions and the water. They set out. Their absence extended over a long period, and at last only one boat returned. On our questioning, the captain said, "Prince, we have navigated for a long time, until we saw in the midst of the ocean as if a big river was flowing violently. I sailed backward to escape this current, but the Sultan would not believe him. He ordered 2,000 boats to be equipped for him and his men, and 1,000 more for water and victuals. Then he conferred on me the regency during his absence, and departed with his men on the ocean trip, never to return, nor to give a sign of life." Mansa Abubakari II is remembered as a great traveler, pioneer, visionary, and brave leader of the mighty empire of Mali.